Hey friend, so today we're going to talk about how to optimize your Instagram profile. So there is 5 things that you need to be doing to optimize your Instagram profile, and that way you can attract your ideal client. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your profile picture matches with all of the rest of your social media. So if someone finds you on Facebook or if you're on Pinterest and you have that same profile, once they go to your Instagram, it is a familiar face. So there is no reason why they shouldn't be following you. So make sure that all of your profile pictures are matching. The second thing that you need to make sure to do is fix your display name. The display name is the name right under your photo. So yes, your handle is at, for example, at Xenia MB Herrera, but you have 2 options for your display name. You can either keep your company name under your display name, or you can make it to where it's like a headline. For example, if you are branding or if you're marketing, you can say photo, branding and marketing, or Instagram specialist, or whatever you want it to be, you can do that. So I have seen both. Okay, the third thing is the description. So you have to be super specific with your description. Make sure that they know exactly what it is that you do. We are not gonna be playing like, oh, I am a brunch enthusiast, I love yoga. That's cool. You go ahead and do that. But we are here on Instagram for business. So what is it that you do and what problem can you fix? Straight up. I specialize in so-and-so for so-and-so. Literally, that's how specific you need to get. After you tell them what it is that you do, add a personal touch. That's when you can add one fun fact about you. I love donuts, mac and cheese, or whatever it is that you want. I think I have my little Nicaragua flag with like a heart emoji. Last thing that you need to add is a CTA, which I'm gonna get into in just a second, but make sure that you have a CTA at the end of your description. So we're gonna go over what is a CTA. A CTA is a call to action, and you have to be super specific with what it is that you want your audience to do. So a few examples of a CTA is shop now, click to download, book a free consult, click below to book. Things that are very, very specific. You can't just assume that people are gonna know what to do. So the last line of your description, you need to be specific and telling them how to get to your website. Your URL is something that is super, super important, obviously. If your Instagram profile does not have a URL, there is absolutely no way that you're gonna be getting any business to your website, right? But before you put that, let me tell you some best practices that have to do with your URL. The first thing is that you need to make sure not to send them to your main page. Does that sound super weird? Well, if they get to your main page, then what? Like, what is it that you want to do? So if you're telling them book an appointment, you need to send them to the specific page that's gonna let them book an appointment with you. Or if you are talking about your ebook, send them to the specific link that's gonna let them buy or download your ebook. Something else, very, very long URLs look very spammy. They just look ugly. I'm not sure about you, but it's better to have a very, very small URL. A few options that can help you get to a really small URL is bit.ly. It would be like bit.ly/Xenia Creates, bit.ly/download. So it's a free account. Feel free to get a bit.ly account to go ahead and make a nicer URL. And there is always other options. So go ahead and go on Google and just type in pretty URL, and you will have different tools that are gonna help you shorten your URL. Another thing that you might want to consider is having a URL that gives you different options. I'm not sure if you've seen the Linktree URL on a few of the people's accounts, and it gives you a lot of different options, right? The only downside to this is that you're giving your audience way too many options. Think about it when you go to like Cheesecake Factory. There is about 400 items on the menu and you don't even know what to order because there's way too many things to pick from, like less options, it'll just be easier to go ahead and do that. And that's where my third tip of URL is, and my favorite is making your own separate page in your website and then giving them the different options. Really, really amazing biz bestie that I am like super girl crushing over, which is Rachel Allen, and she has a page that she made additional to. It's rachelallen.com/Instagram, and she has all of her options within her website. That way, if they do want to explore her website, you don't have to go to other places. She has all the different links in there. So let's go over everything that we talked about. Your profile picture needs to be consistent. Your display name, make sure that you're gonna figure out if you're gonna do your company name or if you're gonna use some type of tagline. Your description needs to be very specific and tell them exactly what it is that you do. No vague concepts, very specific. Your call to action or your CTA, also specific. Let them know exactly what it is that you want them to do. And your URL needs to be very specific, again, where you want to send them. And we talked about 3 different tools that you can use for your URL. Bitly, we talked about Linktree, or your own website, which is my absolute favorite, and I highly suggest that you do, just in case people start browsing and maybe even buy one of your products or book with you through your own website. I hope this helped. And I just wanted to say thank you. I hope that you absolutely optimize your Instagram. And as soon as you do optimize it, tag me at Xenia MB Herrera or send me an email, hello@XeniaMBHerrera.com. Bye, guys.